Welcome to my Week 7 battle of the 4th season in the Pokemon Battle Hub Draft League. What's going on everyone, my name is Scorpion and today my team, the L.E.A.F agents, are taking on Captain Beanard, coach of the Philadelphia Pidgeys. I'll show you guys a quick breakdown of the team I'm bringing today, why I chose these Pokemon, and the Wi-Fi battle will follow. But first, if you're excited for more Draft League Wi-Fi battles, please let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. Beanard's team is insane. His signature SNEASLER outspeeds almost my whole team and threatens me with strong attacks or an unburdened sweep with Indeedee support. He's got incredible defensive cores with Rotom Wash to pivot around and Grimmsnarl to get up screens, a Scizor and Drifblim for hazard control, and 2 Terra Captains. A Goodra that can Terastallize into a Fairy, Ground or Water type, and a Mudsdale that can Terastallize into a Fairy, Water or Grass type. Because it can reliably break my opponent's defensive core, we're starting off with Life Orb Swords Dance Mimikyu, which threatens my opponent's walls for big damage with Play Rough for stab and Wood Hammer to catch Mudsdale and Rotom Wash off guard. Disguise lets us easily hit up on all of his Pokemon, and with Scizor being the only Pokemon to reliably take hits, we can cripple that with the surprise Will-O-Wisp. Scizor and SNEASLER can still be problematic for my team however, so that's why we're bringing a physically defensive Zapdos. With Volt Switch for momentum and Hurricane to threaten Mudsdale, Zapdos reliably checks some of my opponent's biggest threats while staying healthy with Roost. We're going with a relaxed nature this week as it allows us to still outspeed bulky Rotom and below while carrying a surprise Brave Bird to catch Goodra off guard, hitting on its lower defense and having the guaranteed one-hit KO on a Sneasler that has a +1 special defense boost from a Psychic Seed. We need a way to force progress against my opponent's defensive core though, so that looks like a job for Palafin. With max attack and a choice bands attached, Wave Crash has no real switch into my opponent's team, but close combat is also key here to catch the water resists off guard and do massive damage. Flip Turn provides me with some momentum, and even though Indeedee limits our usage of Jet Punch in this matchup, it's still useful for revenge killing certain threats. Rotom Wash and Goodra are still tough for my team to switch into however, so that's why we have a special defensive Ting-Lu with a Pasho Berry to take their Surfs or Hydro Pumps. A single Ruination is all it takes for these Pokemon to be put in range of Palafin, and Spikes helps assist that even more. I went with Spikes over Stealth Rock this week to do more damage to Pokemon like SNEASLER, and the ability to repeatedly click it even if my opponent tricks me a choice item. Lastly, we have Whirlwind to force Pokemon out if they attempt to use Ting-Lu as setup fodder and rack up more hazard damage. A Bulk Up Primeape set looks incredible in this game as it can reliably take hits from almost his entire team and set up to sweep. With Taunt to stop potential Roar attempts from Mudsdale or Will-O-Wisp from Rotom Wash, we can force our opponent to engage with us directly to boost our Rage Fist, which my opponent has no real reliable answers for and hits them really hard. Terra Ghost also lets us resist both of SNEASLER's stab attacks and avoid the 2-hit kill from Indeedee's Expanding Force thanks to her max HP, special defense and the Eviolite boost. And lastly, a Choice Scarf Delphox looks very threatening late game, as the combination of Flamethrower and Psyshock looks very hard for my opponent to switch into. With Trick to cripple a potential wall, Delphox has some great utility in this game and could potentially catch non-Scarf SNEASLER off guard as well. Lastly, we have Expanding Force to become extremely deadly in the late game if our opponent gets up Psychic Terrain with Indeedee, particularly useful as Delphox also takes Indeedee's hits rather well thanks to its good natural base special defense. And while I don't plan on Terastallizing Delphox, I decided to give it Terra Grass to let it take Rotom's water moves and Mudsdale's ground type attacks. So that's my team for week 7 of the Pokemon Battle Hub Draft League. Once again, if you guys are excited for this new Draft League Wi-Fi battle, please let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. I'm on my way to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and I can only get that with your lovely support. We're so close to that, so I appreciate all of you for watching. With that, I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright y'all, so here we are with my week 7 game versus Captain Beanard himself, and I just wrote down his team, and there's no Drifblim. Alright, well that's a bit of a surprise, but honestly, I mean, I wasn't really expecting that. If I'm being honest, looking at these 6 right here, this is exactly the team I was expecting, down to the detail. So, good sense in the sense that I'm prepared for them, no real surprises, but obviously bad in the sense that I think these are the strongest 6 he can bring into me. So, we got our work cut out for us, and honestly, this is honestly one of the few games, in my opinion, in this season of which my opponent has the matchup advantage. I feel like I've actually had pretty solid matchups all throughout the season, but I feel like this is one of the few more difficult ones. But yeah, I'm going to lead off with Palafin, mainly for a lack of knowing a better lead and also wanting to get it in hero mode as soon as physically possible. But yeah, good luck and have fun to the captain. He is also recording this from this side, so once again, make sure to go check out his site. It is in the description if you want as well. Yeah, let's do this one. High stakes game, honestly. We're both near the top of the standings, and whoever wins this one will have secured a spot in playoffs, because we're both 5-1 in this 9-week regular season. And he's going to lead off with the SNEASLER, as I expected. This is why I honestly didn't really know what else to lead with, because this is a very, very solid lead into me. However, I'm going hard Zapdos immediately. I want to scout this thing for damage. He's probably going to go for U-turn. If he does, that does risk static. And I want to see what kind of damage we're talking. He could be Banded, honestly. I think Banded is actually really, really strong into me. But the fact that he's led with it means we believe that it is not unburdened. So we're going to withdraw Palafin. We're going to get it in hero mode immediately. Probably goes for U-turn or Dire Claw here. We'll see. Zapdos is physically defensive, so we shouldn't be threatened too much. He goes for Toxic Spikes. Ooh. So he's not choice. That's a very, very solid bring. Because we did not bring the Reverbroom. I'm impressed. Good prep there. Okay, so in this situation, we can expect either the Goodra, Mudsdale, or maybe Rotom to come out. Hurricane should to a KO. Well, obviously it kills this thing. Question is, what do I want to do? Because obviously we threaten this thing with a flying type move, right? So there's not really any doubt in my mind that he's staying in. Question is, who does he go into? I kind of want to just Volt Switch. What if he goes Mudsdale, though? I'll Volt Switch, because I think I want to get chip off on Mudsdale anyway, right? So if we Volt Switch into Mudsdale, we can then chip it down with Hurricane, that's okay. It does go Goodra. Alright, that's fine. So Goodra comes out. Perfect, so we get a nice little Volt Switch off. Does nothing, obviously. Let's see, Zapdos against Goodra. Yeah, that's just max HP. Okay, so we could go Ting-Lu. We could go Primeape, set up on this thing. Or we could go Mimikyu, threaten this thing with a Play Rough. However, this is one of his Terra captains. So obviously you have to be a little bit mindful about that. But Play Rough is still going to threaten him for a very, very solid amount. And we can burn the Scizor, that's another big thing. We threaten him with a Play Rough, like threaten him out, and we can go for Will-O-Wisp. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll just go Mimikyu, and I'll just threaten him with a Play Rough. I noticed it's not going to kill him from here. We do unfortunately get poisoned. That Toxic Spike is going to be nasty. Okay, so Life Orb Play Rough actually does take him out from here. Okay, he's leftovers. Yeah, Life Orb Play Rough does kill him from full. I didn't know that. Obviously, Goodra is more especially defensive than physically defensive. So we could see either a Terra come out early, or we could see a switch into Mudsdale / Scizor. So I'm going to make the Will-O-Wisp play, expecting one of those two to come out. If he does stay in Terra, that's okay. So we still negate this thing's leftovers recovery, and get the Terra out of him early. That also means that Mudsdale's not going to be able to Terra out of its water weakness to guard itself against Palafin. So we'll see what he wants to do. I have obviously not had the best of luck with Will-O-Wisp Mimikyu here, but it's here to redeem itself. Mimikyu's got this. I've decided, like right here now, I have decided we're going to land this Will-O-Wisp. Especially if Scizor comes out. He actually stays in, interestingly enough. Okay. So we get Will-O-Wisp up on Goodra. Should have just gone for Play Rough. So what did he go for? Flamethrower. Okay. I was not expecting him to stay in there. That's a very, very bold play, but it worked out. So, respect. Honestly. Obviously, we can't get burned because we are... we are poisoned. So do I just Play Rough here now, or... I think I do, right? I think I just want Chip on something. We could Will-O-Wisp again, but if he stays in, that's obviously not going to help much. Maybe he's expecting us to be more of a support Mimikyu, and he's not expecting Will-O-Wisp on the support Mimikyu. I'll go for Play Rough here. See what happens. If he does go Scizor, we have a pretty free Zapdos, and even if he U-turns out, he risks static, so... that's absolutely fine by me. Right, some move down. So SNEASLER'S got Toxic Spikes, and this thing has Flamethrower, as expected. I am expecting Scizor to come out, but maybe he doesn't want to risk me clicking Will-O-Wisp twice. I guess we'll see. He does withdraw this time. Figured. I really should have clicked Will-O-Wisp again. Yep, there's Scizor. This is still going to do some decent chip. Provided we don't miss. Yep, that's solid. However, we are now also going to take Life Orb and Poison, obviously. Which is not ideal. I could Will-O-Wisp again, but honestly, I think Zapdos is actually a better play here. Because again, it just punishes U-turn very well. And we obviously, I don't actually have Heat Wave. That's because I'm, you know, but I always threaten this thing with Heat Wave at least. Bullet Punch does take me out. I could also risk Mimikyu and go for Wisp again, but I think he's gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go Zapdos. I could, you know, risk it, stay in and Will-O-Wisp again, but if he Bullet Punches, he gets rid of Mimikyu for free. And Mimikyu does outspeed the whole team apart from Sneasler, so it could still be useful. So I'm comfortable making this play. And again, unless he has protective pads, then every single time he touches my Zapdos, he risks static. I'm gonna withdraw here. Back into my physically defensive Zapdos. Let's see. Watch for knockoff. Perfect. Doesn't do much. We get static. No static, unfortunately. Scizor. Knockoff. Against my Zapdos. As opposite knocks off my boots. That's max attack. Yep. Yeah, that's max attack. Could Volt Switch again. We could Hurricane expecting the Goodra to come in again, or sorry, the Mudsdale. I think I'll Hurricane, honestly. It's still going to get some pretty good solid chip off on certain things. He does withdraw, perfect. Let's see if we can catch Mudsdale here. I think Goodra's going to come out. Yeah, it does go back into Goodra. Honestly, some hazard would be really nice here. We go for Hurricane, we do land it, which is nice. Get some solid chip off from the Goodra. And we confuse him as well. Okay, that could be pretty sweet. Obviously get some leftover recovery. My plan here now is to Volt Switch. And I could go either Ting-Lu or Primeape. If I go Ting-Lu, I could get some spikes up. Those would really, really be helpful here. Honestly. Yeah. I think I will Volt Switch. And we're going to go into Ting-Lu here. That's going to be the play. Or should I go? Because we do have the Pasho Berry, right? So we initially kind of wall this thing. Which is good. Brave Bird also does do quite a good chunk to this thing. Yeah, Brave Bird does about half, so if we get enough chip, we can actually surprise him with that. Because that should also always outspeed. However, I also want to keep... The reason why I'm a little bit hesitant to go Ting-Lu is because I want to keep it healthy for my... for the Indeedee. A little bit of chip, obviously. What does he go for here? He could go for Ice Beam as well. But that's not going to do much, right? Because we are fully spatially defensive is the thing. Poison Chip is going to rack up quickly. But that's okay. I'm very tempted to go Primeape though as well now, but I feel like his team is too healthy to attempt that just yet. I'll go Ting-Lu. Again, we have the Pasho Berry for Surf. I'm expecting this thing to be Terra Water Surf even. Ice Beam's not going to do anything either. Like, genuinely, the Poison Chip might do more, and I really want Spikes up in this. Vessel of Ruin's going to come into effect. Let's see if he breaks through Confusion as well. And he does not break through Confusion. Sweet. So that's now almost in range of Zapdos Brave Bird. And it is in range of Palafin's Wave Crash, which is good. So I'm expecting Rotom to come out here 100%. Rotom is definitely coming out here. But I definitely want a Spike up in this game. 100%. We'll go for that now. His only form of hazard is the Scizor. That should take Spikes unless he is Boots, which he could be. I actually don't remember if I saw leftovers or not, I'm gonna be honest. But if he does do that, obviously we can go Primeape, and if he U-turns, we threaten a... we obviously boost our Rage Fist, and if he devogs, we get a +2 attack boost, so that's pretty nasty. I think we're gonna try to work towards either a Primeape or a Palafin endgame here, depending on how things go. But I'm not 100% sure how he wants to play it and what he wants chipped and whatnot. But in front of certain things, Palafin should go really should go nuts here. Alright, he does withdraw. I'm expecting Rotom to come out. Spin Cycle, yep, that's Rotom. as expected. I'm really curious if this thing is either leftovers or choice item. Scarf or Specs I think are both pretty solid into me. Let's see. Do I die in theory, right? Let's talk worst case scenario. Are you, if you're Specs with Hydro Pump? I mean, obviously we never die, right? Because we have a Pasho Berry. So I could go for the chip with Ruination, right? That's going to be very, very helpful because these Guzra and Rotom are his Palafin switch-ins. Once these things are weakened, we're golden. So because I have a Pasho Berry, I'm going to Ruinate. See, goes for sub. I actually don't know the mechanics here. Does that work against? Does that guard you against Ruination? It doesn't. Does this break it? I actually don't know the mechanics here. So he's not choiced. Okay, it does break. Perfect. So your leftovers then, I assume? Yep, leftovers. Okay. Rotom, lefties. And sub. Interesting. Okay. Obviously, I don't want to make him able to keep up a sub, right? That's definitely not what we want. Could get up another spike here. We are getting whittled down because of the poison, unfortunately. So, like, he could, in theory, just, like, spam sub here and whittle down my Ting-Lu. He is now actually in range of close combat already, though. I think I'll Ruinate once more. Goes for sub again. He's praying a bit for a Will-O-Wisp miss here at this point. Or a Ruination miss, actually, do excuse me. Right, land it again, perfect. Do not let him keep that sub up. He probably can, like, sub all the way down and keep it up. Because I imagine that if he, like, gets really low, right, eventually the Ruination is not going to break the sub anymore. We are still not in range of a Hydro Pump, though. No way, Jose. Hydro Pump does, like, fucking 20% to us in this state. Whirlwind bypasses sub, if I'm pretty sure, right? Let me look this up. Yeah, Whirlwind bypasses substitute. So I'm actually gonna go for Whirlwind here once. Yep, perfect. Get out of here, Rotom. Get out of here. So we got some really, really good chip on Rotom. That's awesome. Alright, see you later. Let's see what comes out next. Sneasler comes out. Alright, take some beautiful spikes, chip. Take a little bit more poison. Ting-Lu is still very solid here in this game. So I am 100% going hard into my Zapdos here, I think. Or should I go Mimikyu? If I go Mimikyu and I sack it off, Palafin gets a kill, right? Although at the same time, I'm not really threatened by this thing anyway, because we know he's not Choice Banded, so this thing should do absolutely nothing to me. I'm going Zapdos. There's no rocks up still yet either, so that's really, really good. Because our boots are knocked off, but we don't have rocks on our side. We go Zapdos here. Goes for U-turn. See if we get static. He does get Poison Touch, unfortunately. So our entire team's make a point. Are we fortunate enough to get the same thing? Nope. Have I gotten a single static proc this season? I swear down. I mean, this thing could be Protective Paths for all I know. That's definitely a possibility, right? That's definitely a possibility. So let's see what comes out next. Maybe Mudsdale, maybe Goodra again. If Goodra comes out, I think we actually KO it with Brave Bird. After the spikes. Rotom comes back out. So I do actually outspeed you here. However, obviously I don't do a whole lot to this thing. I could grab a quick roost on this. That could be good. He could sub up again. But I mean, Volt Switch does actually always do enough to break the sub if he's max HP. He needs to be especially defensive to keep the sub up. I'm gonna roost once. Because if I let him get up a sub and then I Volt Switch after, he doesn't get to keep the sub up unless he clicks it again, which I'm not expecting. So we roost once. See what he goes for. Could go for Hydro Pump as well, potentially. Does go for Hydro Pump and he misses. Unfortunate for my opponent there. He gets a little bit of leftover recovery. Let's see. I very highly doubt that you go for an electric move here, right? We're gonna Volt. I could make the risky play of going Palafin, potentially. But then that's not obviously going to be ideal if he does opt to stay in. I'm wondering what his electric... Does he, maybe he doesn't have Volt Switch. If he's a subset, he could maybe have Discharge or Thunderbolt. One of the two. At least he can't burn me. That's like the one upside of being poisoned, I suppose. Unfortunately, I don't have Discharge in this set, so I can't quite win the 1v1 by just staying in and roosting over and over again. But... Alright, just stay in. We Volt Switch. Oh, we get a crit there. No, doesn't quite take him out, but... That is good chip. So that means he now can't substitute. That actually is pretty big, to be honest. So... I think Mimikyu is the safe play, right? Just in case the electric moves. I mean, he probably goes for sub anyway. YOLO, electric moves aren't real. Electric moves aren't real. We're going Palafin, boys. If I throw this game because I threw Palafin right in there on the electric move, do you know what? That's on me. Alright, so we're on hero mode, obviously. Oh my days, I'm terrible at this game. I am fucking terrible at this game, and yep, that's me dead. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this game. I wasn't expecting him to go for the electric move there with the Ting-Lu still active. Oh my god, well, fucking rip Palafin. Oh my god, I'm so shit. I'm actually part of my language. Well, that goes into my biggest flop of the season. That's no surprise. Let's see. All of his mons are still alive. Fucking hell. We should be faster with Primeape, actually. Maybe they'll use this thing as setup fodder a little bit. So we are especially defensive. So let's see. We've seen Hydra. We've seen T-Bolt, Sub. Don't know what other moves he's got. Could go Delphox. Scarf Delphox could still put in a lot of work for us. Shoot, this is not the ideal situation to be in. I'll go Primeape. I'll grab a bulk up on this thing. He can't burn me. Maybe we're gonna have to try an end game with Scarf Delphox. I'll bulk up once. Leaning towards the fact he doesn't actually have Volt Switch. That Palafin was a terrible play. I was really expecting him to just not risk it and go, you know, for the water move. But yeah, I should really stop playing Palafin so recklessly like that. That's on me. That's entirely on me. All right, we bulk up here. We are max health, max SpDef with an Eviolite, so we should not take absolutely anything from an attack here. T-Bolt. Yep, not gonna do anything, and it's gonna boost my Rage Fist as well. Perfect. We do take a little bit of Poison Chip. Drain Punch here. Just give us a little bit of HP back. His Rotom is max special attack as well, by the way, easily. That's not a defensive set. That's just max HP offensive. Oh Christ, Scorpion, what have you done? I'm an idiot. I'm a complete fool for risking Palafin like that. I should have just gone Ting-Lu, because even if Ting-Lu or Mimikyu, because if either of those two go down, right, we're still sitting in a pretty solid position. That was terrible. It's a shame, because Palafin, we actually, like, got the things weakened as well that we needed to get weakened. That's the sad part. Right, Drain Punch here. Should take out the Rotom. Perfect. I literally haven't even written down KOs. Hold on a second. So Palafin died to SNEASLER technically, because it's died to the poison. I don't think anything KOs me from this range, actually. Pretty sure even Indeedee Expanding Force does not kill me from here. And Drain Punch is going to do a good chunk back. We are also 100 base power with Rage Fist now. And let's see, Rotom died to Primeape. That's Primeape's first KO of the season, by the way. Let's go. Yeah, there's actually nothing on his team right now that threatens me with the KO. So he's going to have to figure out a plan to, like, whittle me down. Because we know that SNEASLER'S not Scarfed, we can actually very much still endgame with Delphox if we're lucky. Especially if that Indeedee gives us that Psychic Terrain, because we have Expanding Force. It'll be a long game. Although I significantly shortened it because of my goddamn Paladin thing. I'm never going to be able to watch this game back again. just knowing that habit. I mean, it's not... I guess it's not the worst play I've ever made in BHDL, but it's pretty up there. He does go Mudsdale, as kind of expected. Does take Spikes, beautiful. So Mudsdale against my Primeape, huh? Earthquake is not a KO here. +1 Drain Punch. Does a decent chunk. Recovers about 20% HP. 100 base power Rage Fist. With Terra Ghost. Does about half. We might be able to KO him if we're lucky if we get Drain Punch into 150 base power Rage Fist off if he hits me once more. Do I care about Terroring yet? Does this thing get a coverage move for me? Highly doubt it, right? Does he get like Play Rough or something random? No, I don't think I care about Terroring just yet. I'll Drain Punch. Obviously, it's going to give him a stamina boost, so actually what I was talking about earlier isn't going to mean a whole lot, but... Alright, so we do get a little bit of HP back. We are obviously going to give him a stamina boost. There it is. Goes for EQ. That's max attack. That is max attack. Rage Fist. Now at 150 base power. It's going to do about half. I don't think I live in EQ anymore though, so... Do I Terra Ghost Rage Fist here? I don't need the Terra on Delphox, right? No, I don't. Rotom is gone. This thing is weakened. Yeah. This is where we hit Terra Ghost Rage Fist. Get this thing weakened. This is all gonna be to try and get that Delphox endgame. Because that's our only hope of winning at this point, because I threw my Paladin away like a dumbass. Alright, Rage Fist. I don't think this kills, but it's gonna leave him very, very low. Yep. Perfect. So EQ starts to come out and that should kill me. Yep. Mudsdale, KOs, Primeape. Is that a crit? I didn't even see. Okay. So this thing is weak. I can't remember what health Scizor was at. But I know that it's low. I think. Actually, I don't remember too clearly. Zapdos is actually looking pretty okay as well. Hurricane should kill from here, right? It does, easily. There's no Terra that can save me either. So yeah, we go Zapdos. His Spike is going to help us a lot. Right. We Hurricane and we pray. Now hopefully we take the Mudsdale out. This thing could have Stone Edge, which will hurt. Or Rock Slide, potentially. Especially now that we know he's maxed attack. But it is low now, right? And it also gets outsped by my entire team. So I'd be surprised if he switches out here. Especially because there's no real Hurricane switches anymore. Hurricane, alright, hits. Perfect. The Mudsdale gets KO'd by Zapdos. How much do I do with Delphox against Indeedee if Psychic Terrain is up? Expanding Force does half. It's a guaranteed 2 KO after Spikes. Flamethrower does do more, obviously, but We are choice locked, so we're going to need to lock into something. So we need about half chip on the Indeedee. And we need... I think the rest of the monsters should be in range of expanding force. Yeah. This is doable. This is definitely doable, but we're gonna need chip on Indeedee first of all. However, Indeedee also luckily can't do that much to us. Like, obviously poison chip's gonna rack up, but does he kill me here with expanding force, like from this range? It's a chance. Okay. Goodra comes back out. You are in range of Brave Bird. At least I think so. Goodra, Brave Bird. Yeah, that should be in range. So we Brave Bird here. I'm pretty sure this kills him. Maybe he's trying to get me chipped. I mean, obviously, if we take Brave Bird and Poison Chip, we will be in range of Indeedee. Perfect. Zapdos gets another KO. 3 Pokemon left. Whew, this is an intense one, honestly. I'm really enjoying this one. Despite my big old Palafin blunder. The surprise Brave Bird tag really painful. I actually did have that for Sneasler initially for if he was like an Unburdened Psychic Seed set, because obviously that boosts your special defense. But I'm very glad I brought it. So I'm expecting Indeedee to come out because the other two Mons, I mean, does Sneasler threaten me with a KO at this point? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No, it definitely doesn't. So Indeedee has to come out here. If it doesn't, we roost. 100% we roost. His Indeedee's name is Professor X, right? That's the name we should see pop up. Yes, I watch his videos. How could you tell? Goes back into Sneasler. Okay. Take a little bit more chip. So nothing KOs me here, unless he's got, well, what if he has Rock Slide? Let's just calculate. Even Rock Slide does not KO me from here. Never. What are you gonna do to me? I have no idea. I'm clicking Roost. Screw it. Maybe he gets up the second layer of Toxic Spikes. That's a possibility. Brave Bird kills this thing from full as well. So we have a guaranteed KO on this thing. I will say, despite everything in this matchup, Zapdos is actually really good in this one. I do have to admit that. Zapdos is really strong against Beanard's team. Yeah, I think the only way he gets me here is if he, knock on wood, Rock Slides to get the flinch. Alright, U-turns out. Yeah, I'm not threatened by anything, buddy. I'm staying in. I'm grabbing my Roost. I'm staying healthy for that Scizor and you. Still no statics. I'm definitely expecting that's protective path at this point. Either that or I have the worst static luck in the world, which, I mean, it's possible. You know, we call that the scope difference, but yeah, I'm definitely expecting that thing as protective paths. Which does make perfect sense, to be honest. Alright, do we see Indeedee come out or do we see Scizor come out here? That's the question. Surely it has to be Indeedee, right? I guess Indeedee can't do much while Ting Lu is still active, though. I mean, it gets Dazzling Gleam, I know that, but obviously that's going to I don't know if he's choice. That will force him into a bit of a deadly 50-50. Alright, there's Indeedee. Take Spikes. There's the Psychic Surge. Perfect. We roost once. Always. Do you KO me with... Are you Scarf is the question, because if you're not Scarf, then Mimikyu can revenge kill this thing. But I'm leaning towards the fact that it's Scarf. Do I die with Ting Lu at this point from... Maybe it's better to just sack off Mimikyu, because it's not going to do much at this point in the game, right? Because Sneasler outspeeds it and kills it. I think that is my safest play. Yeah, we sack off Mimikyu here. It's going to be close. Can't quite tell who's going to win this yet. But again, we have We have the potential with a Delphox endgame. We do. Expanding Force is going to do a lot to Scizor as well. And we always outspeed Indeedee too, even if he is Scarfed himself, because we are also Scarfed. Alright. We draw Mimikins into Mimikins. Mimikyu, you did your best, at least you landed your Will-O-Wisp. He does go for Trick. Okay. So he tried to trick the Tingaloo there. Let's see, do we get a Scarf? We get a Specs. Okay. And he gets my Life Orb. That's good. That means he's going to take Chip. I'll happily have you have my Life Orb, my friend. We just play rough here, right? Obviously, we are going to be locked into a move, but we should outspeed this thing now, always. That's good to know. Yeah, we play rough. Probably going to go into Scizor. If he does, that's okay, though. Yep. But Scizor doesn't get Roost, so this is going to be more and more Chip. Yep, there's Scizor. Going to take Spice, going to take this play rough Chip. And he actually can't Bullet Punch me either. There we go. I need to mind these Psychic Terrain turns as well. Do I kill... Let's see, Delphox. Do I kill Scizor with Expanding Force in Psychic Terrain? Not quite. I might after one play rough. But I'll go for it, because again, Mimikyu's useless at this point. He can't Bullet Punch me. Maybe he clicks Defog. Seem a bit weird. Probably just U-turns it, to be honest, or Nox. Either way, I'm gonna die to an attack. Play rough. We are landing play roughs, which is really, really good. Goes for U-turn. I actually live on 1 HP. Wow, okay, so that's gonna be a kill for no, it's obviously because it's an X4 resist, right? So I mean Mimikyu is gonna die to Sneasler. Or, yep. Let's see, so we should have 2 more turns of Psychic Terrain left, I want to say. Indeed, he does come out. And we die to the poison. Flamethrower doesn't quite KO this thing yet. Do I die to Dazzling Gleam at this point? I don't think I do. Nope. Let's see. Nope, not at all, in fact. So do I just Whirlwind? We definitely go Tingaloo here. So do I Whirlwind or do I EQ? You could definitely switch as well. How many turns of Psychic Terrain do we have left? 1 more. Okay. So if he lets this thing go down here, then Psychic Terrain is gone. EQ doesn't always kill this thing, it's a roll. Thing is, I kind of really want Chip on this thing, though. I think EQ does the most, though. Like, I could Whirlwind, and then, like, if he switches to Scizor, I have a chance to get this thing back out and get even more Chip on it, but I think it's okay. We just EQ. Goes for Energy Ball. Okay, so that's going to do hurt a little bit more. I don't think it kills me, though. Nope. Perfect. Spit F drop. Obviously going to take Life Orb. I think this does kill now. No, not quite. Is he bulky? He could be bulky. So Psychic Terrain's going to disappear here. How much does a Delphox Flamethrower do to Indeedee? Oh, sorry, Sneasler, I mean. It does about half. Okay. I don't remember what that thing's chip damage is, but we go Delphox here for sure. We are gonna get poisoned. It might be in range. I don't remember how much chips Sneasler's taken. We Flamethrower here always. Let's see if he preserves the Indeedee. I don't think he will, knowing that it gets outsped by this thing. Alright, let's go down. We go for Flamethrower here. Zapdos should have this in the bag now, honestly. I think Zapdos just wins from here. Indeed, he dies to Delphox. So is Sneasler in range is the question. I don't remember if it is. Flamethrower to Sneasler does 53 to 63. Goes back into the Scizor. So I guess he's trying to get Bullet Punch chip. And he's expecting Sneasler to outspeed Delphox. He doesn't know we're Scarf. We go for Flamethrower here, obviously. Maybe he's Aqua Berry. Nope, goes for Beat Beat. Doesn't do much. Flamethrower, second kill for Delphox. Perfect. Scizor goes down to Delphox as well. And again, we outspeed Sneasler, which he's not expecting probably, but we know it's not Scarf. And even then, I don't think okay, so he's not in range, but I don't think Sneasler can beat Zapdos. I could also switch and preserve differential. Because Delphox comes in and always, yeah, I actually switch here because I get differential, because I save differential. I can't even talk. I save differential, and even if Zapdos somehow loses the 1v1, I get a Scarf Side Shock off. There's Dire Claw, which actually cannot poison me here, which is good. Don't think I die to this attack. This next Dire Claw. And we Brave Bird. Unless it's genuinely Scarf with Toxic Spikes all this time. Let's see, Dire Claws to take me out? Does. Okay, that didn't work out. Did I throw? I hope I didn't throw by expecting this thing to be if this thing is actually Scarf. Wait, if this thing is actually Scarf Toxic Spikes, I just threw so hard. Oh my god, wait, did I just throw? We always click Side Shock. Oh my god, he's Scarf. No way, Delphox, come on. I just threw so freaking hard, bro. I just threw so hard. I didn't expect Scarf Sneasler with Toxic Spikes. Oh my god, I thought it was like Boots or something. No way. I just threw. Ladies and gentlemen, this game was not my best showing. Oh my god, that's terrible. I wasn't expecting to get two-shot by Dire Claw either. GG's to the captain, he played really well, and I didn't. So I deserve this loss. God damn it, man. I mean, it is another 1-0 loss, so it's okay. But it means we're still gonna have to fight with Flash. That sucks, man. That's on me. That's completely on me. I'm gonna take a lot of reflecting this one. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this one. Really hope you enjoyed. Please, if you did enjoy, please leave a like. Subscribe to my channel. We are on the road to 200 subs, so I'd really appreciate if you came along for that ride. And I'll see you guys back in week 8. We're going to be facing on Abomination, coach of the Athabasca Miltanks. Man, I've got some reflecting to do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and peace.